Happy Homebrew Wednesday, guys. Just a quick one today. A very quick one, in fact. First things first, let's sup on a homebrew. So this is my, just come out the keg now, so it will clear up, but nice and clear when the condensations come off it. See. Anyway, that's the Sorachi Ace Coconut Pale Ale. Looking alright, nice and clear. Head, good, compact. On the nose. If I'm honest with you, not a fat lot. On the head. On the head. On the nose, not a fat lot. You're getting the Sorachi Ace, for sure. You're getting a hint of coconut, but only a hint. A mere suggestion, as a chef would say, probably. But I ain't a chef, so you only get a little bit. Anyway, let's go in for a quick test. There's loads of coconut. It's good, right. It's like you're swallowing a bit of a bounty, lemon bounty. But Sorachi Ace, I thought it'd be a little bit more. It's not. 100 grams in there. 40 grams of that was a dry hop. You get the suggestion of lemon, which is kind of what I was after. Coconut's good. As you lift it to your, well, you can't get it on your aroma, but as you lift it up to take a sip, it goes up your nose, and then it's all in the taste, to be honest with you. Carbonation, slightly low, not low carb. It's not IPA carb, but then it's not an IPA, so carbonation's okay. On that, bitterness, not really so much to speak of. I think it was in the 30s. Just wanted a bit there, but not a huge amount. Moreish, I'd say. It's one of those beers I could do, and I have done. Had 3 or 4 in a row. Don't know if I could do a whole session on it because it's coconut. Obviously, it gets a bit much after a while. But as an experiment, I think it's done all right. I think the only 2 people that have a bottle is Hanworth Homebrew, and whether he puts that up or not is well up to him. I don't know. He might just drink it. And Brewmaster Ben's the other one. The only 2 that have a bottle, I think. Maybe Evs de Bristol does. I'm not sure. Anyway, I'm sure if they do, they'll put it out. So the Flyer Bitter is done. Did I tell you that in the last one? Anyway, I'll briefly recap just in case I can't remember. That came out 4.6 or 4.7. Escapes me now. Memory escapes me. I tried a bottle of it after 2 weeks. And that tasted very, very, very promising. That bitter. Obviously, it's very young, so you give it a few more weeks and we'll do a taste test of that. I kegged and bottled my wheat beer, or wit, whatever, from the previous Homebrew Wednesday, was it? The Sorachi Ace Coconut Earl Grey Wit. Kegged that, done a little taste out of the trial jar. Obviously, it doesn't really say a lot. Because with the wit, obviously, as opposed to this was USO 5. Well, in the previous visit, was it 3944 or whatever, Belgian wit. So the yeast, I'm hoping, I fermented it quite high at 22. Should give it a nice different character, and obviously, being a wheat beer, should be lighter than that, like as in body. So we'll see how that turns out. Got 2. After this, no more coconut for a while. I've got 2 batches of coconut going on the go. But to be honest, my missus is smashing this as well, so I don't think this is going to last that long. Must be half a keg done already. Must be. It's only been on the tap for a week and a bit. So cool. That's that done. Next weekend I will be doing a pale ale, another pale ale, because I bought some Equinox, which I haven't used before. I think it's a fairly new hop, but the profile's good. Citrus, normal. I say normal. I can't remember it now. I think it's citrus, mango, pineapple, and whatever. Anyway, Google it. It's a new hop-ish. I think it's 214 crop. Anyway, I'm going to pair that with some Mosaic in a pale ale next week. I'm only going to go for a 4.8 or odd because I'm going through a stage where a few months ago I was going through a stage where everything had to be 6.5, 6.5, get pissed not get pissed as quick as possible, but you know what I mean. The higher ABV beers. But now I want to make. I suppose I've got the brewery in mind here. Lower ABV beers, which are nice and sessionable, but have all the body of the mouth. They're not hoppy, watery beers, but just nice, fuller body, just lower ABV, so you can just smash loads back while you're watching the football and what have you. So that's what I'm going to try and do with this Equinox Mosaic Pale Ale. I say try and do. I've done a couple, so hopefully this turns out all right. That's Future Brew, kegged, bottled, blah blah blah. Okay, so had a beer mail. And Jake's Craft Brewing, his Dirty Hoppage. Look, a really angry Oompa Loompa with a Clint Eastwood mask on and a fucking great gun. Poor Coconut is going to get it. Great label. Great label from Jake. Now Jake done a coconut beer at the same time as me actually. So he said he'd send me one, and I'm going to send him one of the wheat beer. Well, I'm just kidding now, what I said earlier. In return, my labels, I'm afraid, Jake, will not be anywhere near as good as this. I'm afraid. I'm on the old, write on a bit of paper, stick on a bit of sellotape. 5.2. Sweet. Really looking forward to that. Thank you very much. I'm sure everyone knows who Jake's Craft Brewing is by now. If you don't know, check him out. I'm sure you do. Okay, so. Right. So, I left you last Homebrew Wednesday talking about the fucking government and the tax people. Well, it turns out, hallelujah, like I kind of thought it would, but obviously I had to cover my back and cover our bases. I can brew at home. I don't have to pay duty on home. Our brewery is registered to a premises in Bermondsey, in South London. It's only anything we brew there, that's what we pay the duty on. So here, homebrew, fine. I'm going to come back to brewing, smashing brews again, which would be good. Starting next week with the Equinox. I haven't really had a break. What am I talking about? The info came when it was the other one was fermenting, so fuck it, score. Okay, so that's all good. The last license, the last bit of paperwork we had to get on the AWRS, that's moved on a bit now. So we should be around 4 to 5 weeks away from selling, for being hopefully in the shops. I say in the shops, we got one brew is conditioning. One next is being brewed on, 25th, and then the third brew, calendar here, sorry, is on the 9th. 25th, second, yeah, on the 9th. So we're doing one on the 25th, one on the 9th. So that's the 3 batches. American Pale Ale, the new style bitter, and the heifer. Okay, and then we should be good to go for. Well, obviously we can't launch them all at the same time at the end of January because the heifer won't be ready, and neither will the bitter. But around the end of January, we aim to be in the shops. Got some takers already, which is good. I need to give a massive thank you to Chris at Three's a Proud Brewing. Mate. His brewery is about 2 months ahead of ours. And you know how much I thought, well actually it turned out that when I was trying to contact people to find out info about how long stuff takes and a bit of a help, you know, because all the paperwork and everything else is a bit overwhelming. He stepped up, all the info, shared loads of different bits and pieces. If I fire him off an email, within half a day he's back, boom boom, this is how it works, boom 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 boom. Loads of help. Would not have got it done this quickly without Chris at Three's Crowd Brewing. Okay? Unlike some people from YouTube or have made it, who I fired off emails to and they completely ignore you because I guess they think, you know, Billy Big Bollocks. Whatever. Chris didn't. And without him, I wouldn't have got done so quickly. So please, if you haven't checked out Chris at Three's a Crowd Brewing, his channel is Three's a Crowd Brewing, but his name is Chris. Please check him out. Top guy, wouldn't been able to do it without him, or not as quick. Anyway, Cheers. Alrighty, I think that's it. I waffled on far too much. Fuck, I'm going into Steve Molson territory now. Okay, bye-bye. Happy Homebrew Wednesday. See you soon. Thanks, guys. Yeah, that's it. See you on your next one. Bye-bye.